So I learned something relatively recently. I already sorta knew about it, but if you connect your keyboard and mouse to a Nintendo Switch dock, so you have to have a hub of some sort. The Switch dock only has one USB, but if you connect your keyboard and mouse to this game, you can actually play it like on the computer. And all the bindings are the same, so interact is E, moving around is WASD, etc. But like, the mouse is really slow. So looking around, you're gonna have to be flicking your mouse frantically to the left and the right. It's not the most ideal way to play the game, but I'm glad that's an option. Maybe an update for the Switch version down the road will let you change the sensitivity of your mouse, or at least I sincerely hope so, because if you're a keyboard player and you don't have a powerful computer to run this game, but you do have a Switch, then that is a viable option for some people. So yeah, anyway, back to the video. Hello, my name is Peyton, and I'd like to play some games, and I'm hanging out today all by myself. Okay, we are so back. In the last episode, we got the Backstage pass, and now we are heading full circle right back to Rockstar Row, so we can go to the stage controls, which is one of the only remaining parts of the Backstage that is left. This was intended to be a much more open area, but these walls were added, and you can still kinda see the Backstage area in here through a lovely cube map. And also a Rockstar Row cube map. So Backstage technically does still exist. It's just completely gutted physically. Third security badge?
There's something else in here. What's this? It looks old.
Gregory? What did you do? Something happened. I can communicate again. I think you fixed my signal. Thank you.
I can see you on the monitor. I didn't think you could stand up.
Consider it a second wind.
Freddy, I see Roxy and Monty on the cameras. They're both coming to the office.
Do not let them in. The security doors are equipped with electrical deterrents. If you see them banging on the doors, hit the appropriate button. The shock should stun them.
Okay, but how do I get out of here?
Do you see that small vent on the floor? Have you ever heard of Among Us, Gregory? You need to vent. I know it will be hard for you to be sus, but I know you can do it. All the doors appear to be on lockdown. Look for me on the monitors. If you see me waving, push the button in front of the corresponding monitor to open
There's
the door.
Backstage, by the way.
There you are. See you soon.
Hurry, Gregory! I cannot stop her!
So we got exactly 5 minutes to guide Freddy to this area, and we have to do that by looking at him on these monitors and pressing the button in front of the corresponding monitors. It's a nice twist from the original Five Nights at Freddy's formula. You administer a lovely controlled shock to Monty and Roxy. And fun fact, Roxy does not grunt on the PC version. That is specifically a bug fix on the Nintendo Switch. So you can hear Roxy grunt while she's electrocuted on the Switch, but nope, not on any other platform. But yeah, Backstage was cut pretty late into development because it has a save station. So it's rather unfortunate, but a lot of things were cut from this game. There he is. Of course I can, Freddy. Montgomery, I swear to God. This section is pretty easy to me because they both start pounding on the door at around the same time, and you get plenty of power and plenty of time. And fun fact, this is technically Vanny's second physical appearance because if you let 5 minutes go by, she will come in and insta-kill you. But I don't think a lot of people have seen that because you either die to Roxy and Monty or you finish the minigame. So, Vanny moment. Here's Freddy. So now we can hear Freddy because he's in Rockstar Row right under us.
Jump down!
Freddy, you saved me. I'm so sorry. I couldn't find any lift controls. All I found was this disc thing.
Follow me to the Atrium. That is a program disc for the stage show. If you use it in the sound booth, you should be able to run a Showtime program, which will activate the lift.
So this orange room with the underpass was intended to be much bigger, according to cube maps and stuff. And There are a few out-of-bounds doors with orange trim around them, so we sorta knew that it was intended to be bigger, but the cube maps were only discovered recently, so we have an actual view of how the underside of that office would look. Anyways, we are following Freddy to the Atrium. We're doing it as Steelwell intended because the Atrium needs all the time in the world to load. Exhibit A. You don't actually have to follow Freddy, but this hallway is very laggy and it's very easy to get turned around, so I just follow Freddy like a lost puppy. There's one more loading spike here. I'm gonna call it something different every single episode. It's not intended, I promise. There was no loading screen there, so that was straight up just a lag spike.
My systems are failing. Go to the sound booth on the 3rd floor balcony. Run the performance program on that disc, then meet me back on the stage. Please hurry. You do not have much time. It is almost the end of the hour. I will wait here.
Okay, so we have to go up to the 3rd floor to play that program disc to get the lift down to parts in service for Frederick. This section's pretty easy because there aren't any animatronics patrolling this side. There was originally a spotlight mechanic where if you got caught in the spotlight, Monty would chase after you and kill you, but that never ended up happening. There is still a trigger for the sound effect if you don't sneak in that specific area. I snuck in that specific area and the trigger did not work.
Freddy said the booth is on the 3rd floor.
Don't be scared.
Oh, Roxanne. She's trying her very best.
I can help.
No, you can't. Oh shit, she saw me again. It's okay, she gets lost on these escalators.
You're the best. You will find him first.
I play a little recklessly in this section of the game since it's a wide open space and hiding just takes a long time. And I don't got time for that, so I'm just gonna run from the chicken because she's too stupid to even consider going around this desk right here. And she will disappear as soon as I put this disc in. No more chicken.
That should do it. I hope Freddy's okay. I should get back to the stage right away.
So, this is Vanny's 3rd spawn, and she somehow saw me again. She's just chasing after you. I believe this Vanny does not lose sight of you, so just keep moving and get to parts and service. She's not very threatening still, so you will not have a bad time. I guarantee you, if you just go full speed through this game, you will never see Vanny ever.
Why are there so many security barriers now?
Just cuz, Gregory. Quit your fucking questioning. This part's pretty difficult because Roxy and Monty especially since he's fast. But you can just sneak past him. Sneaking is like the mechanic ever, you know? Anyway, they despawn as soon as you get on the stage on the Switch version, so... no more problems after that lag spike.
Great job, superstar. Just push that button and the lift will take us down to parts and service.
Oh no! What time is it? That moon thing's
So there are
gonna
two
get me.
changes with that moon. In the launch version, he looked at you, but now he just looks off into space for some reason. I don't know how they didn't catch that. Also, Gregory used to mention the wall, which sorta didn't make sense in this context. I don't recommend following Freddy here, even though he recommends it. Moon is just a bugger, and the longer you are outside of a recharge station, the more dangerous he gets. So just make a beeline for that recharge station. And Freddy's dead. For the third time already. How many dead Freds?
Freddy, can you hear me? Freddy's in there. I have to get him out.
So we have to get another security badge.
Hi, please take this map.
Hi, Mapbot.
Take a map.
Iconic as always. The eye on your chest stands for iconic.
Thank you. Please enjoy.
I hate that thing. It's a map of the utility tunnels.
I don't know how
Looks like
you can
there's a
read that,
security
Gregory.
office
That
nearby.
shit means nothing.
If I can find another security badge, I can get into parts and service.
I'm assuming the map was supposed to actually be better than it is now, because a lot of the voice lines conflict with what the map says. It's pretty funny. I'm so sorry about the dogs.
Freddy, there's something here.
Whoa, I didn't that was weird. What happened with you, buddy? He glitched a little bit. That doesn't usually happen. Oh well.
It's blocked. I wonder if there's a way around.
I do too, Gregory.
Not again.
We got another spider monkey following us. Super challenging. So yeah, we have a bag over here.
Well, somehow someone broke into a Rockstar Road display case and stole the Windhawk Toy Music Man prototypes. The case was smashed and there's glass on the floor but no sign of a break-in. Nothing else seems to be missing. I have absolutely no idea how they got into the building and there's nothing on the security footage. Now what should I do? Should I call the police and report a break-in? Vanessa.
And now we are heading into the Endo warehouse. Fun fact, the Endo warehouse was more than twice the size that it is now. Cube maps show that it looked more like an actual warehouse with endos on hooks and such, instead of the whole nursery scheme that the current warehouse has, which I think is really interesting. But yeah, the warehouse was much different than it is now.
Hey, that wall just moved. So this is what you look like inside? Creepy. I like you better with your shell on.
This is the first button, ironically the worst one. I'm not gonna let y'all sit through that. I was just tangoing with that Endo for like minutes. Navigating backwards is so hard for me. Where is the fucking... There it is. Okay, just run. I don't care. I just want to get this over with. This section and the daycare section, I always dread. They're the most difficult sections in the game, in my opinion. Oh my god, these buttons don't work ever. Here is our first special plushie in a golden box. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus. This is so fucking stressful. Holy shit. Holy shit, oh god, I almost died there. Okay. Chill out, dude. Chill the fuck out. My god. Can never hit these buttons the first try. Okay, so here's the security office.
It's the security office. Should be one of those badge head things in here.
So I suggest beelining straight for the door and looking back because these endos are on hooks and they will activate as soon as
can open
the
parts and
security
service now.
office
Oh,
goes on
come
lockdown
on.
or whatever. And with that, we are finished with the warehouse. So now we can get back into parts and service and see what Freddy's been up to. This room is terrible with lag spikes. Anyway, there is a line I forgot to show before I went into the warehouse, because once you go back to the lift, it resets, and Gregory comments on it.
The lift reset. I don't see a way to control it from here.
It's a funny little moment. Here comes more white woman content.
I found him earlier and locked him up and lost him found.
That is great news. He can be returned to his parents.
He can't. Turns out there's no record of him.
How unfortunate. If you reattach my head, I will go look for him now.
His name is Gregory. You know how I know that? His Fazwatch kept repeating it in your voice. Gregory, are you there? Gregory?
Vanessa, all the fast watches sound like me. It is the default voice option.
If you're part of this, you're scrap. Monty will run the shows until Parts and Service can slap your casing on a new Endo. Hang out here for a while. I gotta find that kid.
Vanessa, do not leave me like this!
So Vanessa's just gonna leave Freddy with his head off. So now we gotta give Freddy his head back. It's pretty simple, just a few buttons.
Gregory, I am so glad you are here and alive.
Freddy!
Use the console to let me out.
So on the Switch version, Freddy does not lip sync to any of these lines while his head is off, but he does in every other version. I'm not sure why that's the case. Just the small things I notice. I notice the smallest shit.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Please select your desired procedure. Please enter the protective cylinder to continue.
What'd they do to you?
We have his disgusting feet right in front of
I'm
us.
Functioning much more better now. Grammar function error. Perhaps I am still not at peak performance. Could you, reattach my head?
I don't know. It looks complicated.
Just reconnect the wires. And be careful. I am not quite myself at the moment.
In case of an emergency, the protective cylinder will protect important service personnel outside of the protective cylinder. Deactivating animatronic safety protocols now. It is recommended that no mistakes are made during the procedure.
We're playing some intense games of Simon Says.
To reconnect Freddy's head, repeat the correct sequence by pressing the flashing connectors.
Like, this is the gameplay ever. I don't understand how this game didn't win Game of the Year.
Good job. Now use the testing console to run diagnostics and complete the procedure.
So distressing.
Good job. Freddy is all patched up and ready for the big show. You may now exit the protective cylinder.
Alright, so now we have Freddy back. I think we pretty much have him for the rest of the game here, except for a single section. So, we got Freddy back for good, essentially.
There's so much tech stuff in here. Is there anything I can use to stop the other bots?
Bright lights in the eyes cause us to briefly malfunction. I suppose a phaser blaster or a phascam could work.
Where do I get one?
Or you can win a phaser blaster in Phaser Blast. Phascams are often confiscated in Monte Golf, but you will need a party pass to open one of those attractions. Chica normally gives them out for birthdays. Check her green room in Rockstar Row. You may find one there. Use the service elevators at the back of the room. They go up to Rockstar Row. It looks like they are all out of order except for Roxy's.
That is also like one of Freddy's longest lines in the game. There's this random dude over here. He's harmless. He's just watching. He's got Chica's idle animation.
Freddy, check out these pictures. Chica has some sort of special voice box. Roxy has new eyes, and Monty was given better claws. We have to get these. We can upgrade you.
Gregory, those parts belong to my friends. I would never do anything to hurt them.
What? All they've done all night is try to hurt me. They get what they deserve.
There must be a good explanation. They are not capable of hurting a guest. None of us are. It would go against our programming.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna collect all 3 of these bags. This one is Roxy's.
Roxy sees things differently than the others. This upgrade was meant to help her win races. However, there are some side effects. Sometimes she will stare and talk to the other bots through walls.
Then Monty's.
Montgomery's claw upgrades allow him to play the bass. Following performances, he mostly uses them to cause damage. Defense repairs are getting costly.
And then we're gonna get Chica's.
Don't let her sing. Messes with the navigation of the other box. Horrible results when she sang during live performance. Staff box dropping serving trays. Chaos. Yes injuries. 12 lawsuits. Experimental voice box test failed. Replacement advised.
Anyways, I will see y'all later.